Good Wednesday morning. It's nice to see you this morning. I'm sitting out here with a very cloudy, gloomy day. I always film these the day before. So you saw the weather that came through yesterday, and that's where I am. But I wanted to give you just an insight or two into what I've been working on, thinking that it will help you in some way. What have you told yourself? Do you have something that you have always just accepted about yourself that you made the truth? I told you beginning of May that I was going to challenge myself to learn how to type because I've always told myself I can't type. I cannot get any better. Well, I have been practicing every day. Every day I have been practicing. I am getting better, and I am shocked, absolutely shocked, because this is something that I told myself that I accepted as the gospel truth, and I never tried to do anything else about it. I just thought, that is that. Who would have known? Who would have known? So I'm not telling you something with pie in the sky attitude of you can do anything you set your mind to, because I really don't believe that. We're all limited in some ways. But what have you told yourself? Do you have something that you keep saying that you believe for a very long time is true about you, but you've never really tried to change that thing? And that's what I want you to think about. With your writing especially, is there something that you just need to tweak just a little bit? I signed up to take a webinar. I have a pretty busy schedule. The third week of my month is always packed. And I went to the webinar. I was running a little late. I signed in. I get the pop-up. This webinar is next week, not today. So I was a week early, which I guess is better than being a week late. However, I had also recorded one that I had a conflict where I had two items on the same day. So I listened to that one instead. And it began with an amazing new author who had just published their first book, lives near me, in fact. Really proud of him. He started by sharing his book and just reading from his book, his first chapter, to kind of get us going before he gave us tips on writing. And what I heard is what I needed to hear, because that's what I was missing in my revision. So as I'm listening to him, I'm like, oh my goodness, that is just what I need. I have the story, but I don't have what you see, what you smell, what you hear in my descriptions. I'm missing adjectives. So when I went back to revise from last week to through this week, I've been adding that, and I'm not putting long, lengthy paragraphs. I'm making it pretty simple. And I wanted to give you an example of a simple tweak. So I've got this written down because I don't want to forget it. Suppose I wrote this. I sat on the sofa and sipped coffee. We've all done that. Doesn't really tell a whole lot. If I just change it a little bit, I sat on the worn tan sofa, sipped the lukewarm coffee. Then you get more of a feeling of, what made my coffee lukewarm? What was I sitting there a long time? My sofa's worn. Maybe it needs replacing. Maybe I'm going through it. I give you some background that you wouldn't have gotten had I not added in two adjectives. So look at your writing and see if that will help you. That's just my little tip for you for today. It doesn't have to be an immersive experience into all of your five senses. It can be just a few words that will open up a window for your reader to go, I've sat there and sipped lukewarm coffee before too. I was going through a just time when I was thinking or whatever. So don't be afraid to do that, and don't be afraid to try. Practice almost always is helpful, even for writing. If you do not know what to write, just practice writing something. Journaling, as I've said before, is very good, but you could also pick, like when we finish talking today, I'm going to leave you with a question. That would be writing practice, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't even have to be typed up. Just get, I don't know, the back of an envelope and just write out whatever is in your mind and in your heart. that may provide you with a piece that you can use later on when you do have a story that it might go with, or a start of a poem. You never know. If you don't try it, you will not ever know, because you'll be stuck in that place of, I, Cindy, do not know how to write. You don't know that. Get your mindset right. Your habits are important too. I've had to make the touch typing a habit. And I will tell you, I am doing a children's typing class, a children's, probably maybe middle school. I don't know. It's got some fun games in it. Maybe that's what I needed to get back to my child in me, to help me break through so that I could type. But I'm finding even when I'm revising on my own piece and I am adding in those adjectives, I've got my fingers on the home row and I'm using the right keys, and it feels pretty awesome. I'd really like to even tell my daughter I could text with my thumbs, because she told me one time I needed to practice that because I look ridiculous with my index finger. Anyway, you never know what benefits will come from habits and practice. And the last thing I'd like to just remind you of is get into a routine. Look at, I want to do something 3 days a week. If you can't do it every day, it's fine. Pick 2 days a week. Pick once a week. Just as long as it's a routine. Give yourself some tips so that you can look at whatever you need to look at. Don't give up on it. What I want to leave you with is a simple question that is, I really would love for you to answer this one. What do you need? That's it. What do you need? Good luck. Keep going. Think about your practice, your habits, and routine.